Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. My name is Brian, aka Pops. I'm hanging out with you playing some Mega Man Legacy Collection. If you look underneath our name, it says that shows that there's 6 helmets. They represent the 6 games here. And once we complete each game, each one of them will light up sequentially, and we'll know that we've finished the game. We're going to start today with Mega Man 1. What's up, Jarrett Talks? How's everything sound? Hopefully it sounds well. If not, it sounds at least bearable. Great. Really love to hear that. Love to hear that now instead of like way late in the video or after I've recorded 3 videos and nobody said anything to me at all, and unfortunately then the audio persisted throughout 3 videos. But yeah, we are back. Statistically, yesterday was the first day that we didn't have it uploaded in a 24-hour period in a long time, and YouTube showed that they didn't like that. So because it was the first day that I woke up today, and it's not, the subscriber base hasn't grown in the last couple days, because I mean I've been under the weather and Bray's had time to celebrate some life achievements, and it's one of those situations where I woke up today and it was 59 and I just didn't like it. I appreciate every one of you guys that have supported us throughout the years. We are still a fledgling channel per se. We really are only 29 months old, just cresting over 3,000 subscribers. We appreciate everybody that supports us in any way. If you've come here from a tech video, or you just love retro gaming or modern gaming, or a combination of both, or just like seeing a father and son go out there and show what they can do. Somebody from the 80s and somebody from the mid 2000s, early 2000s. So Bray is really he's something else. But it's good to see you, Jarrett Talks, and we're gonna go ahead and do some Mega Man to start this one off. Let's see here, if I get in there. Now this is the debate on these. Let's just, I guess I didn't want to turn it to original, but like Turbo makes it so that I'm to accidentally hitting the turbo button itself, and you can actually over process damage on these guys to the point where it doesn't even do anything. So we're gonna go ahead and just turn it back to original, I guess, for this first one, even though turbo just makes the whole game run faster, so the times wouldn't be like normal anyways. So original border off, blah 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 blah. Okay, we'll see if this makes a big difference here. But we'll go to play, and then I'll hit the timer in 3, 2, 1. Well, it still lets you hit the turbo button. Oh well, the platform came on time, but like, yeah, the turbo button, you can hit a button, the triangle button. I'm playing on PlayStation, and it'll allow you to just shoot like crazy, right? But the problem is that the game's bosses and everything can only... Oh great, look at that shit. I'm just gonna go ahead and call a wipe. The game's bosses and everything will just like, you know what I mean? Like that's just cheap. Nobody can do that. Like that's one button to press and I can throw 3 shots out, and then most of the bosses that Even the sub-bosses and some of the smaller enemies can't even process damage that fast enough to be able to, like, still not... I mean, they won't die. I mean, it takes you longer to beat a boss because it won't take all the damage that you're throwing at it, and then, like, even something small like a Sniper Joe or something, it just goes so fast that it won't even process the damage, so reset there. What's the reset button here? That's the pause. That's the pause button. Oh. Oh, okay, it's the big button in the middle of the damn PlayStation controller, so we'll just reset the game. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and go. And if you're new to watching me play Mega Man, the hint here is the green ball that's lined with the orange track, not the entirety of the lift that I'm standing on. Just look at that little green ball and make sure that it's always connected to the track. So wherever you're planning to make your jump or your descent, whatever, those are the things that you're going to look at. And like this is a guy, like if I was using the turbo button and I would have just held it in like this, I lost a little bit of time to prove that point, but yeah, he won't die. He just takes a million shots. Oh god, in there. I wanted to get on the top part. I'm gonna hope for some health here. I got you, Jarrett Talks. We'll check that out. Don't pull forward. Don't pull forward. Don't do that. That was mean. That was mean. I'll take it. I don't care. I'm not going for a flawless run. I'm just trying to get one in. You having a good day, Jarrett Talks? It's gotta be fun for people to watch me that's watched me play on the NES, how sloppy this is. I promise you, it's not my play. I'm using a PlayStation 5 controller. And I will always say playing retro games on modern consoles with too much controller is always a fucking bad thing. I mean, I'm sure there's probably different examples where they can say, hey, you know, like, I'm sure, like, if they could find, like, this is the weird things I would do. Like, you know how they did Super Paper Mario, and then they did it on the Wii. They finally found a, I should have waited till on the other side. They finally found a way to, do something different with it because you pushed a button and then it put it into a different dimension. It looked like one game, and then it was able, like, that's what I would do with Mega Man. I mean, if you felt the need to do it, like, you know, push a button and all of a sudden this entire plane splits open to the other dimension, the other, you know, fourth dimension, or 2.5D or whatever the hell you need, and it explores some other aspect of it. And then you go on. Like, I don't know. Hey, easy. I have no expectations on a Mega Man speedrun for this Legacy Collection, unless for some reason they would let me plug and play a controller like an NES controller, because I don't need rewind functionality or any of that stuff. What I need is to not have too much extra shit going on. Oh man, that's not good. Or at least make it so like the damn controller does something crazy, like vibrates like crazy and... No. Oh, yeah, I love Mega Man. I mean, Mega Man for me will always be that game that every time I see it on like the top difficulty lists for all time, I feel like it's my job to try to get people to understand how accessible it is. Because then if everybody thinks this is such a high achievement mark, and I'm not saying it isn't, that you also too can like be able to say, yeah, I beat that game, when somebody pulls up the list from WatchMojo.com, the most difficult NES games. This is on it, and it is. It's very difficult, but it's gotta. You watching me do the barrier to entry at the beginning, like when you just see the first couple stages, these first 3 stages. Once we get past these, it's golden. Then we just start abusing the shit out of the pause glitch, and then we beat the game. But it's one of those situations where somebody sees it and they either don't know how to do the pause glitch right, they worry about going, you know, too slow. That saved me some time, and I usually don't get that time there. I usually have to wait 2 cycles for that to go through. I also just, I mean, Mega Man was just everywhere too, with the, like, he was Capcom's Mario, obviously. And they trusted him with Mega Man and to do it right enough to be able to feature it on the NES 6 entries. I don't know what else franchise-wise got that many entries on the NES with it. Like, also considering, like, you know, if you look at it like that, like, I mean, they're all passable, if not good to great. I mean, even the most mediocre Mega Man will outshine the majority of what some companies tried so hard to get anything great going off of. Like, I mean, Konami also had the subsidy Ultra Games, which I didn't know as a kid was also Konami. It's just like Nintendo's publishing rights thing made it so that they basically wouldn't allow companies to make more than a couple titles a year, so that was a glitch. And then so basically, you know, Konami started making the games that they weren't sure were going to do well, and they would put them out under Ultra. But everybody really thought Ultra games were cool and alternative. It was like another alternative company, but it was just Konami. And like, Konami, if you look in Japan, I don't think Ultra games exists in Japan. There's just all the games that they still released under Konami, and just like, you know, there's a lot. Yes, that's good. How you doing, Easy? I'm doing way better, recovering from allergies. Waiting to hear back from a job opportunity this week that will definitely help me out for the channel for sure. Yeah, getting ready to get back in form and crush some games, get some good times in, some personal goals, and... Ooh. Ooh, I didn't get the good one. I'm gonna probably die. Yes, I died. It's not the same as being able to hit the button right next to the controller. Like, you have to hit, like, the shoulder button to pause. I should probably change that. That was not a good one. That was not a good for me. Luckily, in a speedrun sense, I'm just trying to put the first one down. And, like, I'll change the controller setup and everything if I have to. Shit, I'll make it so the center button, like the big button does it. Oops. Oops. Oh my god. I'm telling you, the first 3 stages are the hardest stages. If you wondered why we haven't played it on Legacy Collection, I might actually have to play it on Xbox. To be honest. I could take a picture of the Bionic Commando cartridge that's sitting on the shelf right now for you, Easy. And I haven't played it for the channel, like, except for on an episode of Sleeplessness or 2, there might be some on there. As a kid, it would make me rage so hard. 2 weeks, no NES. Yeah, because, like, when you get into Bionic Commando, you get into the aspect of knowing that you don't jump, like, you don't traditionally jump. But then, you're in a situation where, it's maddening. Because you look at the situation and you're like, if I only could jump. But you can't jump, that's the gimmick. And so, like, you really have to learn how you're gonna Spider-Man your way in there. But then also, you have to do it into the timing of the enemy pattern, where then you're gonna be able to accurately just start going ham on those guys. And, like, when you try to put it together, it only flows well, it seems like, for the first couple stages, and then it's just ridiculously hard. So I've never beat it. I had a friend named Joe that is really good at it, and I think he's beat it, but I never, yeah. I guess I'll have to put that on the list. Baggy Vitamin has Gradius on that list. Some games we should do. What else did he say? He said, like, he likes Galaga. So I'm gonna have to put that stuff together. I'll put some of that up today. I'm hoping that the NES is gonna cooperate with me. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? But yeah, I love that stuff. I'm not guaranteeing that I will be able to beat it right now, but with everyone's help, and if people want to see it bad enough, we'll push through some of that stuff, I bet. I can definitely get through Gradius with the code, probably. Panic, panic. I really would like to get that. Yes! I said I really wanted it. I'm only getting it in a sense that I don't want the speedrun to end at all. Like, it's just get what the damn can. Ow. Yeah, Gradius 3 did, right? I think, yeah, but you're absolutely correct. It never did get released, the original one. Tech demos on the SNES were the things that, like, some of the things that are Legends are made of, like... just seeing that stuff, early stuff. I love seeing the early footage of, like, Mario World and the pre-build stuff and, like, anything else that they did. I think that that's the stuff I really love to see. It's really neat to see, like, the stuff that they don't show you that's the in between NES and SNES. Amazing stuff. See, that's the kind of stuff what you're talking about now that I wish somebody would go into. I don't know much about Discord at all, and I really need to learn more about it, but, like, we have one, apparently. So, like, somebody be able to go in and then put clips and, like, links to stuff you're talking about right now, because I'm interested in, like, knowing more about any of that, especially stuff I have not heard about. Like, I know Gradius 3 was a big deal, but yeah, that's the first time I heard about that. About there being, like, I mean, I know the breadth of the stuff that they have, like, for, like, different, stuff. Like, I want to see the stuff for, like, Zelda, you know? Zelda, between Zelda 2, they probably had there. They probably had Zelda 2 ideas that they didn't do, and then they didn't do Zelda 2 at all, but, like, I really want to get into, like, the BS Zelda stuff. Like, the stuff that came out on the, you know, Satellaview for a lot of games that got lost to time when the servers went down. That's the kind of stuff I want to put money in the channel into. Like, I told Bray, like, I want to have, like, you know, Famicom Disk System games that make sense, so because I'm running them now, and I just want to be able to experience all that. Don't get in the fire, Mega Man. Don't get in the fire. It's fire, Mega Man. Don't stand in it. Stop standing in the fire. Ow. He's Mega, so he can stand in the fire. That's not smart. I did it anyways. So really, Turbo makes it so that the sprites don't flicker as much, which I'm down with that, but, like, I just was thinking that there, but there was gonna be, like, a gameplay change. I almost got torched there. I'm gonna read that stuff when I get through this jerko. Over the top tech demo. He almost killed me. Let's see. Gradius was a big hit somehow. There was this SNES Gradius anime over the top, only a tech demo. Now, yeah, Gradius was a big hit because Japanese culture really loved their shooters. Like, and then they made that shit super hard, and then it's another one of those badge of honor things. Can you beat Gradius? Yeah, can you beat Gradius without the code? Yeah, how many times do you die? And, like, I don't know. That's when some people... It's like also like the Ghosts and Goblins thing. It's one of those things where it's like, it's a badge of honor to say if you beat it. And then, like, you know, there was no internet then, so people that probably didn't even know anybody else that beat it or didn't read anything about it would probably feel really horribly trolled to get to the end and be like, you find out that there's a trap devised by Satan, and play again, challenge again, and find this hidden fucking item, and then also have that hidden item with you when you get to the end, or you don't really get the beating the game correctly. You don't get the true ending. So it's just like, you know, and the fact that it was in fucking arcades. Like, man, nobody talks about being the guy that was good enough to beat that game in arcades. Somebody had to have, right? And if not, then that's why they made $1 million when they finally ported it to home, because then people were so happy that they could finally take as much time as they needed with it so they could go and, you know, if they found an arcade, they could go and whip ass on it. But, jeez, I still have not beaten the original one. I've beaten Super Ghouls and Ghosts, the Super Nintendo one. I've not beaten, wait, I get them confused. Super Ghouls and Ghosts and Super Ghosts and Goblins. Super Ghosts and Goblins, I think I beat. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, the Sega one, I have not beat. But yeah, ridiculously difficult. And that's how you handle that. And don't go up there with that guy. Watch how mad he gets. Oh, he didn't get geeked out. Let's see. Back in the day, I did not have I had to buy magazines to find secrets. My brains were stupid. Yes, man, I loved playing that. Yep, felt good. Sega was top notch. Arcade home. I bought the Nintendo player. Me too. Me too. I only beat Super Ghouls and Ghosts for SNES. Me too. And NES was so hard. I was also very young. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, great title. Yeah, I loved Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Like, I loved like the Sega presentation. I appreciated more than the Super Nintendo presentation, but the Super Nintendo presentation was the one that I was able to defeat by, you know, sheer persistence. And I'm wanting to say save states. I mean, sadly, I shouldn't have got hit by that guy. I should have waited. You know, in the speedrun, maybe I will barrel through all those guys. I'm thinking that might be a thing I can do. Especially if I can consistently get this. I'd love to do that. Nope. I'm not having any more time to try it then. Oh my god. If I would have got hit, it would have been over. I would have got knocked back into the spikes. Really don't want to get messed around with these guys too much. Whew. Jeez. Alright. Light tap jumps, you have to do 3 there. If you overuse, you're gonna hate yourself, because you're gonna have to go back down and gather some more of that magnet beam or whatever. Whew. Oops. That's the double jump part. I gotta get another one. I got lucky. I got lucky. The high eye is the worst pattern. Oh my god. Mega Man, Rock Man games got released after each other. I played every one of these as they came out, what I found out about them. I played 2 first. I traded to get 1. And then when 3 came out, then after I was caught up, and I just remember me and my buddy would just rent them when they came out. Crushed them over a weekend. I wouldn't say crushed them. 3 was difficult, and then after, 3, it was all like no magazines or anything except for Nintendo Power if we were lucky enough to get the jump on what it was going to be to help us, but most of the time we would get the games pretty much before that week would come out, and then, or not that one would come, the magazine would come out for that game, so we'd get the game when it came out, and so we'd actually be ahead of that. So we'd have to figure it all out basically through trial and error. And I'll tell you what, trial and error is it's very fun. Why does he seem like he's going super fast? I could have sworn I did not put turbo on. He's just also super crazy. Ah. I always just get closer because I'm afraid I'm going to get hit like that and get knocked back some weird way. Oops. Oopsies. That is favorable. That's for the next Mega Man. Double Dragon 2, huh? Man, just make a list of all the games that I'll play for you, because I'll play all that stuff. I love all that stuff. I mean, I was born in '81, so I still have never beat Double Dragon 2. Like, the game gets extremely cheap. What's the matter? Look at my foot. I'm shaking. Jeez. That fight's hard. I'm a wuss. I use that strat. I will catch up with all the comments I can, though, after. Look at that. Whew. So I want to make sure I at least write down all these cool games. Is it? I should have kept it on turbo, because I mean, at least I would. I mean, flickers for great for, whatever, but it's like he's playing a modern game. He's playing a retro game on a modern console that allows stuff like that. And the cool thing is, like with the retro USB ABS, I have like flicker reduction I could put on and allow more sprites to, appear on the screen easily. And I just feel like I don't, because I feel like it doesn't retain the original difficulty if I have an advantage. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, it's good. It's not. Yeah. Okay, now I gotta switch to Vid-Bits Man and not make any mistakes. Jeez, that was really close. If you like retro Nintendo, I have this thing that we call the Tyson stream. It's really like an 8-hour stream where the first half I struggle really bad trying to play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on a modern TV instead of a CRT, and just the latency and the delay is really bad. The second half of it is just pretty much nothing but going through and just doing the first level of as many Nintendo games as I can for like 2 or 3 hours. And there's a lot of good stuff there. So any of the games that I chose to put on there, those are games I'm definitely willing to do more of too. I have to give Mike Tyson's Punch-Out some serious love coming up, especially if that shit show of an exhibition still occurs. Right? No. Why do I always forget? Duh. You have Mike Tyson sealed? That's freaking awesome. Let me in there. You have two favorite NES games. Let's see. Do I have two? I don't have like a. I can't say like I have a favorite NES game per se, but I really love the original Legend of Zelda. I'm a big fan of the Guardian Legend. I'll never say all of my top 10 probably, but those are definitely in my top 10. Balloon Fight is an amazing Nintendo game. Yeah, I love those games for sure. Mario 2, Super Mario 2. Always find that I could just run that game and just love that game. There's something just about booting it on and just hearing the music just go off. Those are some of them. You like Double Dragon 2? That's definitely. Let me grab the whiteboard here. Put some extra games on here now. Talked about. Let's go back to the beginning here and see what we talked about. Yeah, we keep talking about Gradius. That's gotta be on there then. Gradius. Talked about Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That's gonna be coming up next month for sure. Let's see. Rockman was my first, then Mega Man 1, 2, 3, Mega Man X. Yeah, that's awesome. Double Dragon 2, put that on the... Yeah, let's see what else here. So I play any modern games. Been playing, let's see. Been playing, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Been playing Sandland. We played all of the zombies maps, that we could at the beginning of the year. I love a lot of indie games, a lot of the Xbox 360 Indie Revolution that came out. I'm a really big fan of the games that came out around that time that everybody was downloading and loving to spend time with. So yeah, easy. Those are some modern games. I'm always looking for something cool to play uh, that I don't know about that's not super mainstream too. So we do a lot of indie type showcases here often, on our own dime to no monetization, just strictly to get the information out there to let people see all the cool things that some people are doing with their time and their talents and their treasures. So yeah, definitely do a lot of that too. So thank you so much for stopping by, and yeah, it was a little bit low on the time or high on the time, but we got it in. Got that first one. Let's see if it shows you that helmet lighting up like I was telling you about. Oh, if we can keep going infinitum now, which we'll have to do sometime and see what we can do there. So let's put out. Yep. See it. Look at the bottom. I got a smiling Mega Man head. That said that we got the job done. We did it. Yeah. And some cool things you can look about these after you've done. You see the database, which explains every single role, every single thing that we fought in Mega Man 1, and what it does, and who it is, and what a bird-like robot. Hey Pepe. So next time that Pepe kicks your ass, you can be like, hey Pepe, or Bom Bom Bom. Yep, that's such a great name. Ba-bam bam. And Mambu. Now I know that I hate Mambu. He's a piece of crap. Kills me sometimes. What a jerk. I don't know. Metal. He's not the same. Where is it? Do we actually have a regular hard hat in this game? Nope. Apparently not. There's good old Snapper Joe. Yep, and then also you can go to a museum and see production art for all of the stuff, which is pretty cool. Here's me and Cheeseman. Getting hit by the Gabayo. What a jerk. What a jerk. And this is what it'll be like then. And this is what it'll be like then. It's like they had all of this art, and then if you go back and watch the Captain and the Game Master show, you gotta wonder why they made him look so jank. Wow. So cool. Alright guys, that's been Mega Man on the Mega Man Legacy Collection. That's the first time I put for it. 34, 25, 9 to 7. Oh, we got one in, got one done. And we'll just whittle away at this. That way when I get caught up with the games I played up on NES, then I'll just learn them on this and then go back and just crush them on regular NES, which is really what my intention is, because I know them, I just haven't played 4, 5, and 6 in so long, and gosh, 5 is just so hard. But until then, thank you so much for our friends that stopped by during this stream. Jarrett Talks, which we'll talk about that when me and Brayden look through that folder about that. I appreciate you sending the message out to talk about some stuffs. And then yeah, Easy 2K3, thank you so much for engaging on a lot of cool NES memories and conversation, and I'm sure I will jump into playing with some of those older titles and give you guys some of that retro goodness that you appreciate from the channel. So, been Brian from the Vid-Bits, aka Pops. You guys have a great day. Some good goals, some good gains, some good RNG. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Oh, you're still around? Okay, we'll do one of these. Yeah, that was stupid. That's what I thought I did in my head. Oh, that was the end. Okay, but what's the fast time? 1:55, eh? Alright, I'll give it 1 or 2 goes. Thank you, Jarrett Talks. Appreciate that. I could have just zipped up there with that magnet beam, probably. See, killing things seems like it's taking me less time than it's getting beat up real bad. Oops. Well, not looking likely. Yeah. Yeah, and then I still hit it like a jackass. Lost so much time in the process because it's only one. I should just barrel through that guy. Good RNG. Oh, that's it. Oh god. He shouldn't be there. Well, I'm already past 155 anyways. That's insane. That's insane. I'm not the guy that lets that go pretty easily. Damn it. Jack Gaming but wavy. God, I had it that time. I really don't want to do it again. Why did I put myself in this? I thought I would just one and done it, and then it's like, no. Then there's levels of difficulty to the wing. Gotta really screw up this guy's head. Come on. Okay, that's just nothing but annoying at this point. I'm not gonna go any further, sorry. I can't do it. Well, I guess there's goals. Getting golds on these two, but that's ridiculous. Kiss my butt. You stuck around this long? You got some extra.